Sunshine. This is Joy from Michigan in the US, and today I'm going to do a lovely 12 by 24 cup pour. I have put down some Prussian blue for the edges and the sides of the canvas to help the paint flow and to make sure there's no white showing through. And then I have a couple new colors that I don't think I've ever used before. So they're both color shift. I have Emerald Flash and Purple Flash. They're both beautiful. I really love the Purple Flash. It just, which you're probably not gonna be able to see, but it's just gorgeous. It has so many shimmery, lovely effects already just in the cup. So I am going to jump right in. I'm using Phthalo Blue, Pearl Electric Blue by Arteza, Modern Masters Metallics in Green Apple, the Prussian Blue like I mentioned earlier, and then 24 Karat Gold by Deco Art Extreme Sheen, and maybe a little Rose Gold. There's not much left in this tube, so we'll see. And I forgot to grab a cup. All right. And I should be working on things in the house today, but I had a little time, so I'm stealing some time in my art room and feeling just the tiniest bit guilty, but I'll try to be quick and then maybe I'll have less guilt. So I'm gonna start with some white and then gold. Yeah, you know what, let's do the rose gold. I always do gold. Let's try some rose gold in the middle there. Like I said, not much there. So, and then we're gonna go right to this Prussian blue. It's so deep. It looks lighter in the cup than what it will actually dry like. So, and then I think we'll do this Emerald Flash. I just love these color shift, and I would really like to use them more, just as much to experiment with it as anything else. They're so pretty in the bottle, so I'd like to see what I can do with them on a canvas. All right, I do some graduated blues here, starting with the pearl, and then we're gonna go to Phthalo Blue, which is gonna look pretty similar to the Prussian Blue in the cup and on the canvas, but will dry a different hue than the Prussian Blue. It will be lighter. They are very similar, but not the same. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. All right, let's get some of that lovely, luscious green apple. And once you know, guys, I didn't look at my chart. If you watch my channel very often, you know that's a common problem. So I would need 10 ounces just for the top of this. Just thinking, oh, you know, I really don't want pink after green, but I haven't put any of my pink in. What color did I say that was? I keep calling it pink, but it's actually purple. Purple Flash. So let's go back to gold. And then we'll do a light blue. Lots and lots of metallics in this one, which will be really interesting to see what kind of effects we get. Almost every color is either a metallic or a special shimmery something or other. Really trying to get the last of that rose gold out of there. All right, let's get some of this beautiful purple in. I didn't mix up a whole lot of the color shift. I will tell you, when you're mixing your color shift, you don't need nearly as much pouring medium. Keep that in mind, because they're much thinner than like a Liquitex or Arteza or even Master's Touch. Any of those are going to be a much thicker paint than a Deco Art or the Color Flash. So just remember that when you're mixing up your colors. All my colors are mixed with Floetrol. That's pretty much all I use anymore. You could do a little water with it. GAC 800 is wonderful. It kind of slows down the drying process. Gives it a lovely finish. It's archival, so that's another great option, but it's also a pricey option, so it's not one that I use very often. I do like it though. And there's really not a whole lot of rhyme or reason to how I put my colors in the cup. It's just whatever I feel like doing. I try not to put opposite colors next to each other. So like this purple next to the green, I'm trying to separate it with something just because I don't want it to muddy the colors. And we're just gonna finish up what I mixed up here. Hopefully that will give us a lovely, lovely effect. Okay. And I think I'm really loving this Prussian blue, and I think next to the purple, it's gonna be stunning. So just gonna keep with that same thought process. Oh, almost out of gold too. If you watch my channel very often, you know I'm really not out of gold. I may be low, but not out for sure. Use up this color shift green as well. And then we're going to go to the metallic green apple. And I think I want to do a little bit of this pearl blue and then Prussian blue, and then that's it. This is a lot of paint, but it's a big canvas, so I'm pretty sure we're going to need that. And I mixed up extra Prussian so that I can go around the edges before I stretch. We'll see if I remember that though. So I have a different camera set up. I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but hopefully you can. My lovely cup, blues and greens. I'm not going to use quite the whole cup, but nearly. Trying to do a little bit of a ring pour there in the middle. Ooh, I'm a little bit wobbly. Okay. I'm just using my creme brulee torch. You can also use an embossing gun to pop your air bubbles. Just remember, this is a flammable substance and I'm using fire with it. So have a fire extinguisher handy, be safe. Be careful, and if you're not comfortable with a torch, then use the embossing gun because there's no actual flame. So very slowly. It's almost sleeting here, guys. That's horrible. It's April. We're not supposed to get sleet, although here in Michigan we often do. Okay, I'm going to add some of this Prussian blue just on my outer edges here. Just to get that to flow a little bit better. Just need a dribble more there. All right, let's get this other side. It looks like my Floetrol wasn't completely mixed in this because it's coming out with little ribbons in it, which is okay, I guess. Next time I'll mix it a little more. I should have added a little water to that, but I didn't, so we'll just work with what we have. And I apologize, this is going to be a slower process because I have a tendency to rush things and then I lose things I don't want to lose. So bear with me. Maybe I'll try to stop talking and I can speed this part up. That one big chunky yellow cell, or gold, it's probably gold. Don't know where that came from. Okay. So I hope you all are doing well and staying safe. Things are getting challenging here in Michigan. Our numbers are through the roof, COVID numbers. But you know, we're doing what we can to stay safe and make good choices and all of that wonderfulness. I hope you guys are all doing the same. Just overall, just staying safe. That's my hope for everyone, because it's scary, and I don't pretend to know what we should be doing or shouldn't be, but I do know that it's scary, and it's scary for a lot of people. So I just want to get to that corner there. And then I just want to kind of add a little bit more of a curve. All right. I think I'm really liking this one. I'm going to attempt, I don't know if I have enough blue. Clean my hand off so I don't get muddied colors. Checking my edges as well. Always check your edges. If you're anything like me, having unpainted edges is going to drive you nuts. So you can pick up some of the drips off the edge with your finger and just kind of allow them to flow over. As long as it's similar tones, it looks fine. If it's completely different, that's a different story, but most of the time I have at least somewhat similar tones underneath each corner. The corners are the hardest part. Okay, I'm going to, I think I need to stretch this a little bit more that way, but before I do that, I'm gonna see if I can get, I may have to mix up a little more paint too, we'll see. Hopefully not. I think this corner needs to be negative space, so. Oh, look at that, there was a clump of paint that was not mixed. I'm just mixing it on top of the canvas, which is okay. It won't be, it'll have lines through it, but I'm okay with that. It's actually got, I doubt you can see it on the camera, but there's some beautiful selling going on just from the paint being mixed with the Floetrol. A little bit worried about my edges on this side, guys, I'm not gonna lie. I think I've got enough paint to do the top of this. So what I will do is once it's dry, I will just go over my edges with the Prussian blue on this corner, because I don't really have enough to cover all of my corners. I will get what I can, but I know there's not enough paint here for the whole thing, so we'll see. So bear with me. I wish I had something exciting to talk about, but I really don't. My schedule is different today. That's why I'm in my art room. It's such a unusual time for me. Not really an unusual time to paint, but normally I'm at work this time of day, so I'm enjoying. It's been a quiet morning and the kiddos are at school, so I kind of I'm on my own, which I don't get that too often anymore. So, but I'm enjoying it. I'll enjoy the kiddos once they're back, but it's kind of nice every once in a while to have a little me time, which as a mom can be very hard to find. So if you have already subscribed, thank y'all so much. I am no longer worried about how many subscribers I have. I wouldn't say I was worried before, but I had set a goal that I didn't reach. And I kind of got caught up in that, you know, worrying about how many videos I've posted and how many people are seeing this. And I kind of got away from the whole point of me doing this, which was my art therapy. So I'm done. I'm done trying to reach a number or get a certain number of likes, or I'm just gonna do this for me, which honestly is so much easier. It takes so much stress out of it because you just don't, it just doesn't matter. You're just taking care of your own. I say mental health and people think I mean mental illness, but you know, you're taking care of you rather than worrying about what everybody's gonna think. Which, you know, it's silly to get caught up in that anyways, but I do. So I find it refreshing to be back to a point where I'm just, you know, I'm just gonna do my thing, and if people enjoy it, that's absolutely wonderful. And if it inspires someone to go out to their own space and create, oh, that makes me so happy, so happy. I had a friend ask me the other day, so what is your goal with your art? You know, what's the end game, basically? You know, do you want to be a full-time artist? Do you know, that kind of thing? And I said, you know, I would love to be a full-time artist. I would absolutely love that. I think it would be the best job I could ever have. But it's really hard to do that and pay the bills. So I'm content. I'm content just doing this as a hobby, as my own self-care, and then hopefully inspiring other people along the way. That makes me happy. That's, you know, I don't need to be famous. I don't need to have, you know, the latest, greatest YouTube channel content. Nope, I'm just happy where I am. So maybe that's where you are too. All right, sorry, this is taking a while, but I think I do have enough paint if I'm just patient about it. So that's why I'm kind of fiddling around. I just want to make sure I get it spread correctly. And I'm knocking over another painting at my feet. It's actually a canvas that I want to repaint because I didn't like the way it was. Once it dried, it looked very pretty wet, but you know, sometimes you just end up with these pieces that you think you love, and then when it dries, in this one, the gold took over and it just was too much gold. I love my gold, but okay. Yay, I have my negative space. I'm going to torch again. This one really selled up. All right, I am going to take some of my drips and just add it. You can also do that if you run your hand along the bottom edge of your canvas, which I recommend doing that before you walk away from your painting anyways, so that it doesn't continue to pull paint off of your canvas. But anyways, you can use those drips to fill in any blank spots, just like I was talking about getting the drips off the table. So my rings here, I'm not loving. I don't hate them, but I'm thinking I need to stretch this part that way if I can. So let's see. I'm gonna find the weight of the paint. So where is the paint moving the most? It's actually kind of right in the middle. So I think if I do this, so my goal is going to be to stretch some of that white off that outside edge and then stretch it right back. Maybe. Okay, I'm not sure that that's what I wanted. All right, so I'm gonna stretch it even further because I don't want that. There we go. Just gonna lose the center of my ring. It wasn't what I wanted anyways. And then we're just gonna kind of open this up. Got some really lovely things going on in this one. All right. I don't know, guys, what do you think? I am really, really liking this one. It's really interesting how we've got like a very pastel feel in this corner and then the really deep colors here. I'm just tweaking my composition now. I still don't like that other side there. That white just not making me happy. There we go. The glitter and the shimmeriness in this is just gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay. Just thinning down those lines down there just a bit. Opening up some of the lines near that negative space. Okay. I really like this. I feel like I'm looking at it upside down. So sometimes I have a hard time deciding what I think of something when I'm looking at it upside down, but I think I'm gonna really like this one. I do have, oops, I have a corner to fix over here. So again, just getting a fingerful of paint from the table. I don't care if it's not got the same pattern. I don't want canvas to show for sure. So, pardon the noise. My painting's gonna fall over. I keep bumping into it. Oh, maybe not. It decided to stay standing. Okay. Just gonna check my back edge. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Guys, I think this is gonna dry beautifully. I hope you agree with me. But if you don't, then hey, I'd love to have you do this same pour and tweak it to what you would prefer. And let me know what you come up with. I feel like I'm still seeing cells pop up, which is kind of surprising me. I'm not sure why I have so many cells. Maybe it's the metallics. I didn't plan on that. And there's a lot of white cells, which surprises me. And there's this one little pink one right there. So, all right, guys, I am going to let you go and get some work done, some actual work that I'm supposed to be doing instead of my fun work of painting. Let me know what you think. I'd love to hear from you. I do try to read through all my comments and respond. I think that's it for this time. Thanks so much, guys. I will see you next time. All right, guys, just gonna do a quick close-up for you. I see some chunky cells that I don't love, but you guys, there goes that painting, sorry. I'm gonna keep the chunky cells. Let me know what you think. I think this corner with the negative space is just exactly what this piece needed. These lovely green and white lines they're just pretty. There's that one, I guess it's purple, not pink, cell. All right, so down in this corner, we have this chubby cell right there. I just don't know what I think of that one. I don't know. I do like my chunky gold cells over here. Those are nice. And I love this corner, this pastel loveliness. Look at all those cells. It has to be from the color shift in the metallics. And there's this lovely deep blue river.